video I'm going to show you how to make an invisible seam with herringbone half double crochet. I use this stitch in my celestial cardigan, but also as a border slash ribbing for my fern forest cardigan and my berry wood sweater. So let's start. So as you can see, I need to make one more stitch over here before I will close the round, and that I will do in the stitch with the stitch marker. So first my last herringbone half double crochet, and now I'm going to close my round in my very first herringbone half double crochet, which I marked with the stitch marker. So that's in the top of that stitch, so through the two V's on the top over here. Then I make a slip stitch, but I do not tighten this slip stitch. So now it's more or less makes the top of a false stitch. So how do we start this false stitch? Well, we turn our work without a turning chain, and we did not tighten this slip stitch, so we start in this slip stitch with a slip stitch. So that's the difficult part. So that's the slip stitch. And I add a chain on top of that. So this is the base of my false stitch, which later will be counted as a herringbone half double crochet. So now we can just continue making the herringbone half double crochets. And I mark my first stitch, as there I need to close my round again at the end. And don't forget this this last stitch. It's a little bit hidden, but that's the place where you should make your last stitch. So now I'm just going to continue until the end. So now I'm almost back at where I started. I need to make 2 more stitches before I can close my round. So that's the point for my last stitch. And to close the round, we will now skip this this slip stitch with the chain on top of it. And we will insert in the first herringbone half double crochet and make a slip stitch. And when you don't tighten the slip stitch, it will form the top of the false stitch. So this is how I make a seam with herringbone half double crochet. I hope you enjoyed.